I'm David Hernandez, and I'm the assistant coach here at Collinsville for the varsity girls team.
I'm Pedro, and I'm the assistant coach for the varsity boys.
For me, I would say it was a number of things. I always knew I wanted to be a coach, and whenever I would be given the opportunity, I would do it. And after I came back from college, Coach Stanley reached out and said he needed some assistance. So I agreed, and I came out and started coaching the boys. And I coached for about 5 years, and now I'm with the girls. I'm on my 3rd year, and I just love the opportunity to maybe make a difference in someone's life, like several coaches did for me.
Yeah, same deal as Coach David. You know, I played here for 5-6 years, and then felt like I had to come back and give back to the community, just like Coach David said. Oh, that would probably be when we traveled down to Hewitt-Trussville. Coach Stanley said if we beat them by 3, he'd take us to Hooters. And we beat them 6-0.
That was a fun game.
That was a fun game, too.
Real fun game.
And the Bailey tournament. It was always fun going to the Bailey tournament, playing against big schools. What was the second question?
Tell us your favorite memory as a player at home.
Oh, that's all?
That was all.
Oh, okay, my bad.
For me, I think it's pretty obvious. I was part of the state championship team, and everything that had to do with the whole season up until the end, I just loved every bit of it. So just the whole season that we had when we won state, I would say. For me, I really don't try to do too much. I just want to keep it simple, try not to confuse too much and learn from there. For the girls, I think their effort, I really just push for effort and discipline, and that's what I base my coaching style off of.
For me, our playing style would be more like aggressive and possessive, so we like to maintain the ball, hold the ball, so that we don't feel threatened by the other team. We're doing pretty good. We're 8-2-4. We're undefeated in the season. We've lost 2 games in the tournament and 4 ties. We got a big game coming up tomorrow. Hopefully we can win.
For the girls, we've started off a little bit rough, but our schedule has been brutal. We've played some really hard teams. We're a 500 team right now, but those games will help us in the long run. And as I tell the team, as long as we win our region and make a push for playoffs, that's what's important. And we're undefeated in region right now. For me, I would say to win our region and make a push for playoffs. Last year was our first year making playoffs for the girls, and we want to take that next step and win area for the first time and host a playoff game.
Yep, so same as Coach David, our expectations are to win area again, make it to playoffs, go back to state, and finish what we had started last year, which is win.
So this Saturday we're gonna wipe the dust off our cleats, and some old heads, past players are going to go out on the field and get to play. It'll be fun. You get to play with some old guys and some new guys, a little bit of everything, and just come out. It's a fundraiser. Have some fun with us. We'll both be there. We'll both be playing and on the same team. So yeah.
Yeah, it means a lot to us. Being able to come back and play, just one time a year, kind of get everybody together and talk about how we're doing.
Well, it means a lot. Not a lot of schools get the opportunity to come back and play on your home field, in front of your fans again. Bring some memories back. When we first started doing this is probably our 6th year doing it. Our first years, I'll be honest, it was a bit competitive, and you want to win, and you kind of don't really focus on the small things. But now I've learned to appreciate just enjoying it and having fun with your ex-teammates and players that played before and the new guys. Just appreciate everything. It means a lot.
Yeah. Probably pick up on what Coach David said. It kind of means a lot to everybody. It means a lot to me. Being able to play with teammates that I really enjoyed playing with, enjoying the fans that come out and support. They kind of make fun of us sometimes because we're getting old. Well, some of us are getting old, and we try to do things that we used to do, and it doesn't work out. I think Team Red's going to win just because Coach David and I are on the team. we know a lot about the sport. We picked really good players, and we don't like to lose. So I think that also all of our players will be watching, so it's a lot of pressure for us to lose. So we're definitely going to play the hardest so that when we come back to practice, we don't get made fun of.
Yeah, I'll just second that. I think we're going to win Team Red, obviously, because we're both on the same team and we're competitive. We don't want to lose. But as he pointed out, yeah, we're the coaches, so our players are going to be looking like with a magnifying glass at everything we do. So it's important that we play good.
Yeah. Every little detail that we teach at practice, they're going to expect us to do in the game.
Even though we're old now, so
we're old.
There's several. There's a list of players that still play from Sunday leagues to indoor. Just a little bit of everything that we pick up at the park. A lot of my ex-teammates, they're still active. From Daniel Morales to George Segura, Luis Segura, myself, and then Pedro's a bit younger, but he still plays, and he has a lot of teammates that still play. They move a little faster than we do now. We're old, but yeah, I love Pedro.
Yeah, basically all the players that Coach David said. I think from when I played, still active. Probably like Jason Perez, Roberto Diaz, Luke Henderson. All those young guys that just graduated, I would consider them still active. I want to say me, but we have Coach David, and then we have George Segura, who's also another crazy player. But if I had to pick one for Team White, it'd probably be a Dan Morales. That man's a crazy goalkeeper, so we're gonna struggle to score on him.
Yeah, I agree. If I had to pick a player from Team White, it would be a Dan Morales, just because he's an insane goalkeeper. He was my teammate, and he's just always been hard to score on. But since I think we're going to win, and there's going to be somebody on our team, I'll say Coach Pedro. I think I'm going to work on helping him score, and I think he'll get a couple goals in and push us for a win. Well, it means a lot. It's history. 20 years. That's a long time. Just thinking back, my older brother, he was part of the first team. We wouldn't have gotten to play if it wasn't for them. For them to push to have that soccer team, I'm always grateful for that. And for me personally, I was a baseball guy, and that was what I was good at. But seeing these guys play when I was younger, the culture around it, the fans, everything that went into it, just made me want to play soccer. And I don't regret it, because I loved every bit of it. And I'm still part of the 20 years, coaching. And I love it just as much as I did when I was playing.
Yeah, I'll pick up with what Coach David had said. I didn't keep up too much with it until like 2013 when these guys won state. That's when I was really pushed to play soccer and try it out, because like he said, I was a baseball guy growing up as well. But, it's 20 years, and I would consider them 20 successful years from, year one up until last year. Collinsville has kind of set the tone to be great and be known for just being more than just soccer. We build, families, we build friendships, we build everything together. That's one thing that I like about, this community, is that when we graduate, we're so close.
Yes, and these 20 years have been really good years. We have a state championship. Last year they got a state runner-up. We have 6 Final Four appearances. Several region championships, and this isn't just a 1A classification. This is like a 1 through 4A, then 1 through 3A. So it's a tough classification that's ran by private schools, and being a public school there and still fighting, still pushing to be the top team is a great thing. And we've come a long way as well. Maybe 5-6 years ago, we had our first girls team, and now we have a JV. So soccer has grown, and it's all thanks to the guys that pushed. Everybody that pushed to have that soccer team in 2003, I'm forever grateful for them, and I'm grateful for those that keep participating and pushing it to keep growing.
Yeah. Also, we want to shout out all the coaches that, took the team, like, Miss Little, Coach Stanley, Ryan, Coach Segura, that made it possible for us to continue to have these teams, because, it was hard, in 2016 when, Coach Little had to move to a different school. We kind of didn't have nobody, so Coach Stanley really stepped it up and took the team and was serious about it. That's why we're still successful up until this day.
My most memorable moment would be scoring a goal in semifinals at Final Four against Randolph. I scored a header. It was 0-0 when I scored, and it's just a moment I always look back at and appreciate.
I think my most memorable moment would probably be when we played Susan Moore in 2018. They gave us a tough game, and we had a PK in the last 10 minutes, and I was able to score it to take us to the next round. Mine was in 2018. It was my senior year. We had a free kick against Sacred Heart, and I remember at halftime, Anthony Lucas, he sworn that he had the best cleats, and he told me to wear them and that I was going to score a lot. And keep in mind, I'm a size 11, and he was a size 9, but I put them on just because they looked cool. And so when I went up for that free kick, and I was about 20 yards out on the left side, and I ended up hitting the corner flag on the right side. It's pretty embarrassing.
Be walking down before a game. We would start at the field house, line up, and I busted my butt on that Panther paw right before a game. Everybody's focused and trying to be serious, and wearing cleats down that hill. I can't count the number of people that has fallen, and it was embarrassing. Hey, don't forget to come out Saturday and join us for the alumni match. Kickoff will be at 5. You can get there a little bit early, get to know a couple of the players, have some fun, have some laughs, maybe embarrassing moments you can record. It'll be a good time. There'll be good food, good environment, and just join us and have some fun with us.
Yep, like Coach there said, come out and have some fun, and at the end of everything, this is a fundraiser for both teams, so the more people that come, the better for our teams.